Hello everyone. In this video series, we want to talk about how to work with data in Python, one of the topics in CCNA Automation course. In this video, we want to focus on JSON, JavaScript Object Notation. JSON is a data structure that is derived from the Java programming language, but it can be used as a portable data structure for any programming language. It was built to be an easily readable and standard way for transporting data back and forth between applications. JSON is heavily used in web services and is one of the core data formats you need to know how to use in order to interact with Cisco infrastructure. The data structure is built around key value pairs that simplify mapping of data and its retrieval. Below is a clear and structured JSON file, as you see in the windsurf. And as you see, it is a single network interface configuration in a vendor-neutral and API-friendly format. It is the kind of data you would see when reading interface configuration from a device API, sending configuration to a device by RESTCONF, exchanging data between automation tools like Python, Ansible, and also controllers. Think of it as a structured interface configuration data, not CLI commands. Here we want to have a full JSON structure breakdown line by line. At the first, we have root object. The entire JSON is a single object. As you see here, interface is the top level key, and its value is another nested object. After that, we have the interface object in details. This object defines one interface and its properties. We have fields like name, description, enabled, and IPv4. And as we see, the type of the name field is string. Also for the description is string, and enabled is Boolean. And finally, we have object for IPv4 field. At the first field in the name, we have interface identifier, device-specific naming. After that, for description, we have human readable purpose. And in enabled section, we have administrative state. And finally, in IPv4, we have IPv4 configuration container. As you see, enabled is true. This is JSON Boolean and maps to something like no shutdown in Cisco CLI. That is for enabled field in APIs. And in Python, we use it as true. We have also IPv4 object. IPv4 here is a container object. It contains an array, list named address. And let's see why a list. Interface can have multiple IPv4 addresses, and APIs must support scalability and extensibility. After that, we have address list. Each item in the list is an IPv4 address object. We have two keys here, IP and netmask. And as you see, for IP, we use type string, and for netmask, we use also string 2. IP here means IPv4 address, and netmask is subnet mask, as you know. Even with one IP, it is still a list. This is very important. This is very common in RESTCONF and also Yang-based models. After that, we have the mapping between JSON and Python. This JSON becomes the following Python structure, as you see. We have here interface, we have name, gigabit Ethernet 1, we have the description, browser uplink, we have enabled as true, and for IPv4 we have addresses, and here we have one address. IP is as you see, and netmask is as you see here. We can say that for JSON to Python type mapping, we have object here as you see here. It is equivalent to dictionary in Python. And for array, as you see here, I mean this, the equivalent mapping is list, as you know. And for string, we use str, and for true false, also we have here true false as a Boolean data. And in this example, you can see the structure that JSON provides. Interface is the main data object, as I said, and you can see that its value is multiple key value pairs. This nesting capability allows you to structure very sophisticated data models, and notice how similar to a Python dictionary the data looks. You can easily convert JSON to a list for a JSON array, and dictionaries for JSON objects with the built-in JSON module. There are 4 functions that you work with to perform the conversion of JSON data into Python objects and back. We can use load, loads, dump, and dumps. For load, we can say that this allows you to import native JSON and convert it to a Python dictionary from a file. For loads, we can say that this will import JSON data from a string for parsing and manipulating within your program. And for dump, we can say that this is used to write JSON data from Python objects to a file. And finally, we have dumps. This allows you to take JSON dictionary data and convert it into a serialized string for parsing and manipulating with Python. The S at the end of dump and load refers to a string. Load, loads, dump, dumps. This S at the end of these words refers to a string, as I said, as in dump string, okay? Load string. To see this in action, you load the JSON file and map the file handle to a Python object, data, like so. We can say that, let me have it here. Give me a second. Here, first of all, let's make it smaller here. We can type it at the end of this JSON file, or we can type at the new file. We can say that this is a new file, Python file. Here we can say that import JSON, and for using it, we can say that with here we can say that with open, and we can say that for example JSON sample .json, but here we have CCNA Automation JSON data.json. Let's use the exact name, CCNA Automation JSON JSON as data. And here we have JSON data equals to data read. This can use it. And also we can say that JSON dict. We can say that JSON loads, as I said. S here refers to string, JSON data. As you see here, we have it. Let me give me a moment to make it smaller. From here, preferences, I can say 25. I think it will be better for us. Still needs to be a smaller one. Oh, that's it. Okay. As you see here, the object JSON dict has taken the output of JSON loads JSON data and now holds the JSON object as a Python dictionary. Okay, we can here have it as, let me say, type. Sorry, you can say that type JSON dict. Okay, we want to see that what is the type. Let me save it here. CCNA Automation, and here we have a JSON data. That's Py. Here we are going to print the type, and here we want to run it. Sorry, let me see, and here. As you see, we have the oh, oops, I must say this JSON dict. As you see here, go on, let's run it again. As you see, we have here a class as dictionary, okay? And if we are going to print JSON dict, sorry, if we are going to run it, as you see, we have here our dictionary here. You can now modify any of the key value pairs as in the example where the description is changed. Okay, and for example, if you want to change the description, we can go do this JSON dict. Come on, sorry, I can say that here interface, and again I can say description. As we have, we are going to change it to backup link. As you see here, we have the description as router uplink, and we want to change it to backup link. And after that, we are going to print JSON dict. Okay, go on. As you see here, we are changing the description to from router uplink to the backup link, as you see here. Okay, and in order to save the new JSON object back to a file, you have to use the dump function without the S. Pay attention, to convert the Python dictionary back into a JSON file object. And to make it easier to read, you can use the indent keyword. And this is the data about JSON as we know. And we want to say that why JSON is ideal for network automation. It is API native format. Modern network devices use REST APIs, RESTCONF, and controllers, I mean SDNs. All of them speak JSON, and it is vendor neutral data modeling. JSON separates what you want, I mean the data, how the device applies it, I mean device logic. This enables multi-vendor automation and controller-based networking. And also it is perfect fit for Python. JSON maps directly to Python dictionaries, Python lists, and also this makes automation predictable, safe, and easy to validate. Also, JSON enables version control, I mean Git, change tracking, rollback, and also peer review. And in JSON, we can say that in network automation workflows, we can have an example automation flow. First, read JSON from API or file. After that, validating the data. And after that, we can have modify values like IP, description, state. And finally, we can push back to device via API. So first we have JSON, we are going to map it to Python. After that, we can map it to the API and network device. Totally that heavily used JSON. We can say that the tools that use JSON is Python, JSON module, Ansible in variables, facts in Netbox API, in Cisco RESTCONF, in Cisco Catalyst Center, and also in Cisco Meraki API. And JSON in the CCNA Automation exam, we can say that we need to understand the JSON structure. We can say that we must recognize objects, arrays, nested fields, and also we can say that somehow question examples for CCNA style. What data type is returned when parsing JSON in Python? How do you access a nested value in JSON? Why is JSON preferred for REST APIs? And finally, I want to talk about Seminode Academy, that we focus on real engineering skills, not memorization. What makes it different totally? We can say that concepts are explained from zero. Here in CCNA Automation roadmap, we have data formats, JSON, YAML, that are treated as first-class skills, and also automation is taught with real network examples and no unnecessary complexity here. We just what you need for the job and the exam. If you truly understand like this JSON interface model, you're already thinking like an automation engineer, not just a CCNA candidate. And finally, thanks a lot for listening to this course. I will see you in the next episodes.